Good morning, friends. Happy 4th of July. It is July 4th. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic holiday, celebrating in any way that you can. I'm actually going to do a garden tour this morning, a vegetable garden tour. I know it's kind of been a while, but I wanted to come out in the morning before I even feed the animals, so they're going to be a little bit mad at me. I just wanted to get it done because it's nice and cool right now. And then we'll go from there. So stay tuned. Okay, all the animals see me, so they're like confused as to why I'm not over there feeding them, but we'll try to do this quick. So, anywho, just here's a backup view of the vegetable garden, and we do have a breeze. It is actually nice and cool this morning. I'm taking advantage of it. So I'm gonna start here at the end. This was the last bed that I planted up. I've kind of had some, I don't know, not as successful as I would like, but let me just jump right in. This is my zinnias. This are the lily puts. I ended up just direct sowing these because, I don't know, for whatever reason, they weren't growing the other way. My cantaloupe's doing okay. Something is chewing them up. That one's doing good. I noticed my cat was in here the other day, so I don't know. Here's the culprit. I don't know if he's the one chewing on these or what's going on, but you know, whatever, they're still alive. This is my Moon and Stars. I got this from M.I. Gardner. This is a watermelon. It's supposed to be really cool. I did plant 4, but again, something was chewing them up, so they didn't make it. So this is the only one I have. I believe this is a volunteer. I'm assuming it's a pumpkin, but we'll just wait and see. I'm leaving it. I have some sunflowers. Oh, I think these are the limoncello, but maybe not, because I don't remember them being just a one stalk. Oh, I hear ducks. Anyways, moving on. These are more sunflowers. As you can see, my sunflowers have not opened yet, so I was hoping that they would be ready. I mean, they are starting to form some little buds on top, so maybe within a week, hopefully. These are all my zucchinis. I kind of overdid it here. I don't know why I assumed that I needed so many. I know how big that they can get, and I actually planted 4 of, I think it's the Black Beauty variety, I don't remember. And then I planted another 4 of a different variety, and then I have 2 yellow neck squash, which are coming up. There we go. I'm gonna let those get a little bit bigger. They're looking pretty good though. My asparagus is still crazy. I decided to just leave it. I did not chop it down. Might do that in the fall. These are the sparkler radishes. Now, I can't remember if I grew this variety before, guys, but these are just so tiny. So I do have lots of radishes that need to be picked. Most of them are ready, but there are a bunch that are just like super duper tiny. So I don't know, but I'm just kind of waiting on those because I haven't had a need for them right now. I know I can roast them. I like fresh radishes, especially like on salads and stuff. So, you know, that's kind of basically how I eat them. Turnips, again, this is my first time with turnips, so I don't know what I'm looking for here, but I do have one, which is cool. If you guys have a good recipe to eat turnips with, please let me know how you cook them or eat them fresh. We do have a little bit of caterpillar damage. I decided this year I was not going to spray anything. I know that there is some organic stuff that you can put on for caterpillars. I didn't realize how bad the caterpillar thing would be this year. But maybe next year I'll invest in a little bit of caterpillar, some BT spray, which should be okay. My nasturtiums, I don't know. I kind of expected these to just do a little bit more. This one kind of struggled a little bit. This one's looking good. Still have not got no flowers, but you know, it is what it is. Here are my beets. You know, they look little. Again, my first time with beets. I'm not too much of a beet lover, but I'm kind of excited to try them out in different ways. My Green onions are doing okay. Look at these zinnias. I am just enjoying these California giant zinnias. I love all the different pops of color. I don't know why this one's leaning. This like magenta is so pretty. So beautiful. I just wanted lots of pops of flowers. I did forget to mention this last time, but I did end up putting some cucumbers on these 3 trellises. I realize that these trellises are small, but again, just trying it out. I do have some flowers. I don't know how well they're going to do, but it is what it is. I just keep coming out here and just like wrapping it around the trellis, you know, letting it kind of do its thing. These pansies, or sorry, violas that I have in the hanging baskets are ready to come out. They are just so tired. So I was actually just thinking of just taking these baskets off and then just letting this bottom pot just do its thing, which I think I still might do, and kind of just give these flowers to the chickens to enjoy. This Mexican marigold is just taking off. It is like so huge. It's actually, you can't even see the diamond frost euphorbia I have down there, and the calabrosha is kind of holding its own on both sides. I wish it would kind of fill out a little bit more. I do give this pot fertilizer weekly, and I think that the Mexican marigold is just benefiting from that. Over here I did pop I think that is a sunflower. I don't remember what it was. It was a plant that was kind of like just popping up in the middle of another bed that I didn't want in. I decided to stick it there, so I think it's a sunflower. We'll just have to wait and see. I still don't know what this pepper plant is. It is a mystery, so we will see. More beautiful zinnias. Look at this pinky color. Oh my god, so pretty. I think I want to just go ahead and like clip some. I got them everywhere, and make an arrangement. I got 2 eggplants. Now, oh my gosh, cat. So I do have an eggplant right there. I don't know when it's time to pick them. I have one in here too. They're kind of little, but they do have a little bit of squish to them. Not really. This one has 2 big ones actually. You guys tell me. Again, I don't know. This is all new to me. This has got 3. When is it time to pick them? It's already dark colored. They might be ready to go right now. My pepper, these are my sweet peppers. That is a marigold. None of my sweet peppers have given me anything. I love bell peppers. I just never been too successful growing them. So I usually do get a lot of foliage like this, and then by the time they're ready to bloom, it gets too hot out, and then they usually just don't produce for me. So I'm kind of just, I'm waiting to see, because we have been a little bit cooler this year. See if I get anything this year. More zinnias and more sweet peppers, which again, no peppers yet. No, I got maybe the start of one there, but these forget-me-not flowers have not flowered yet. I'm starting to think that maybe there's something else, but yeah, no, I mean, I did get the seeds. I think these were from Walmart, if I am not mistaken, but it looks like it has something there. I don't know, it's kind of shaded, sorry. So I'm still hoping that I'll see a pretty blue flower there. My oregano has just like exploded over here. I need to come out here and just pinch it off so it doesn't go to seed, but it's doing good. Smells so good. These are my hot peppers. These ones, what are these? Oh, these are my jalapenos. They're so behind. So yeah, nothing yet. I have just been picking off cilantro. I have a lot of cilantro planted in, and I've just been kind of cut and come again with it. I keep cutting it off. It keeps growing. Look at this zinnia. This was the first one that bloomed, and it's just like exploded. That is one plant. One seed has produced this many zinnias, and I think they're just so gorgeous. Like, I just want to make an arrangement out of these. They're so pretty. Serranos. This one has been giving me tons of serranos. I have picked some off yesterday for dinner, and they are so good. My husband said they weren't too spicy at all, so I I know peppers sometimes you get really hot, sometimes not at all. So these were a Dollar Tree variety. These ones are not the Dollar Tree variety, and they have not blossomed yet. They have the flowers, they just haven't given me any peppers yet. And then there's little ones on that one, but nothing yet. Again, there's some cilantro, more cilantro. I'm trying to just stay on top of it so it doesn't go to seed. This is a German chamomile that I got from, I think these are some seeds that I got a few years ago from Baker Creek. I was not too impressed with this variety. It is a German chamomile. They just, I don't know, the blooms on them were not pretty at all. This is, let's see if I can find an example. This is basically what they looked like. It's just all pollen and like a tiny little bit of bloom. And I could still use them as, you know, if I want to use them as a tea or a tincture or something. However, I don't think they're very pretty. So I think I might try a different variety next year. And then maybe even a Roman variety. I think they all have different medicinal purposes. The ladybugs love coming on these though. I always see ladybugs on them. This is my alyssum along with some weeds that I grew from seed. They are doing okay. They are pretty much done. They kind of like look really leggy. So I might just have to start pulling this. They did their job, you know, being here. Oops, now I made a mess. Basil, holy basil. They just never took off. I don't know what I did wrong with this amazing basil. I still have them, but they just, I don't know. I expected them to get bigger. I don't know if I'll grow this again, so we'll see. So my tomatoes, you guys. So I realized this over the years, that I hate growing tomatoes. Tomatoes is just that one crop that I just don't enjoy. I don't enjoy it. One, because I hate the cleanup and pruning. I mean, look at these tomato cages. I kind of knew this was going to happen, but they fall over. So I definitely need a better system for next year. I love having tomatoes. I just don't enjoy pruning and taking care of them. I mean, look at this. Look at this, you guys. It's just completely fallen over. All you guys are going to yell at me. They kind of swallow up my marigolds that I had in here. Look at these tomatoes, you guys. These are supposed to be Romas. These are definitely not Romas. I don't know how these seeds got in here, but they did. This is definitely a Roma variety. Romas are more elongated like that. Nothing is ripe on this one yet. I did pick some Romas from my other plant yesterday and I roasted them up for dinner. They were really good. Tomatillos are doing okay. Again, they're just, I don't know. The husks are so big, but the tomatillos, most of them are really small, so I'm not even showing you. This one's pretty plump. So I'm just leaving these on here for a little while longer. And I know you can't really see it, but this is that little tiny plastic trellis I got from Amazon. It did really well, much better than the metal ones. So yeah, I'm impressed with those. These are my beefsteaks. This big bad boy is a beefsteak that kind of fell over. The tomatoes are still there, hanging on. This Roma is definitely a Roma, but this is what I picked off yesterday. Again, just look at these plants. So I definitely need a different staking system for next year, because this always tends to happen with tomato cages, at least in my experience. They just don't, they can't hold up to the weight of those. Let me pan out for my corn. Here we go. This right here is the sweet corn variety. Look at my cat, you guys. This is his favorite spot, to just hang out in the corn. They are looking a little bit sad. The pollen is all up. I do have ears, which is exciting. They feel really skinny, so I'm not sure how the pollination's going. But it is what it is. I don't know. I'm still not super successful growing corn. I get it. I just don't get a lot of, kernels that are pollinated. I have the Kentucky blue beans growing up the stalks, which I have flowers, so that's exciting because I don't have any beans yet. Most of that foliage down there is the beans. This is a volunteer. I'm thinking it's a pumpkin. It's kind of growing in and under the glass gem corn. I'm trying to back up so you guys can see it better. Has just started pollinating. So yeah, they're a little bit more behind than the other ones. So we'll see how it comes along. Again, I have some beans growing up them. They're not as successful on the side as they were the other side, but it is what it is. And then here's another pumpkin. So this bed, I added more dirt. I took out all the broccoli and cauliflower. They were just riddled in caterpillars. This Brussels sprout, I left the Brussels sprouts even though I probably should just pull them out. As you can see, it has just got so much caterpillar damage. Me and my youngest son came out here, I think a week ago, and just plucked all the caterpillars off. There was tons, and the chickens had a filled day. like this guy right here. You see him? You see that little guy right there? Yeah, tons of those guys. So I left the cabbage, even though it's probably not going to taste very good at this point, but I just want to see how big these heads get. This one's looking pretty good. It's still firm, so I might be able to enjoy that still, especially if I cut it up and serve it on some soup. So we'll see. And look at these zinnias, this like apricot color, so pretty. And this was just a pack of variety colors, so I kind of just put them wherever and the color comes out, and they're just so pretty. My cat is obsessed with cilantro. I don't know why. Even if I have it out on the counter, I will catch him trying to roll on top of it, so I always have to be careful. Dexter, leave the cilantro alone, dude. I don't know why he's obsessed. He likes it way better than catnip. This pansy's still holding on, you guys. Can you believe it? We're in the beginning of July and I still have pansies. I ripped out all of my baby breath alyssum in these pots because they were really leggy and tired. But I'm going to just come in here and deadhead all these dianthus and let them come back because they still do pretty good. And then the lavender, of course. This big old rosemary is getting bigger. I might need to put that in a bigger pot. Sorry for all the shadow casting. I did again. This is the same. Here is my strawberry pots. These are everbearing. I forgot to get these the other day. These are everbearing, so they kind of come in. I do have a few seascapes in there, which probably won't give me anything because June is over. If you notice, I don't have one of my potato planters. I actually harvested my red Norland potatoes. It wasn't a huge harvest, but it was enough to make breakfast with because this got really loose. We had a lot of wind and it was just kind of taking its toll with the potatoes, like hitting it, and the potato just didn't, I don't know, the plants looked really sad, so I had to like harvest them. My yellow potatoes, I am not harvesting yet. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait and see if I can get more because it was kind of disappointing with the red ones. I will try to show you guys the harvest when I go to grab these. These pots are done. I need to replant these with something else. So nothing in the greenhouse, and that's pretty much it for the garden tour, you guys. So things are coming along. I feel like I am a little bit behind, but you know, we do have a long grow season, so I'm not in a hurry. I just hate coming out here in the summertime. That's the only thing that I hate, is because it's so hot. I will be ripping these out soon and then get that prepped for something else. You know, the fall garden. I want to put some carrots and maybe even replant some lettuces and cabbages in there once it starts to cool down. And then, yeah, things are just taking off. I'm really excited for my melons if they ever decide to grow for me. They have this whole bed to themselves. Cantaloupe, again, are just kind of hanging in there. But anywho, it is what it is. Anyways, that is it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Things are coming along a little slower than I'd like. But again, you can't rush art. You can't rush a harvest. So as long as things are still producing, I'm okay with that. And I did get to harvest some stuff like potatoes and some tomatoes and peppers, which I'm really excited about. But now I got to go feed my animals because they're all staring at me like, hello, we are hungry. I'm going to give a couple of these little strawberries to my chickens because they're a little bit overripe. Oops. Oh, and strawberries. I've been harvesting strawberries like crazy. Fruit is almost ready. I should be, hopefully, if I get a chance, harvesting some peaches from my peach tree here. usually July is when you get a lot of peaches. So until next time, my name is Christina if you guys are new here, and I would love for you guys to subscribe and hit that like button. See you guys next time.